Greg Tepper of Dave Campbell's Texas Football on TexasFootball.com here for Texas Football Today at the THSCA Coaching School and Coaching Convention, joined by the new head coach of the Uvalde Coyotes, Coach RT Gonzales. Coach, first and foremost, have you even moved into your office yet?
You know, I've just been kind of on the run. I've been in the office working about once maybe. Mm-hmm. Other than that, it's been, in the gym, out on the field, the weight room, the coach's office. So I'm not even familiar with my own office.
Yeah, I was going to say that you got to get some wallpaper in there, maybe decorate it the way that you want. What has been the reaction in the community? What has been the reaction around Uvalde about having a new man in charge? Because this is pretty sudden.
Right. No, the support and the amount of love they've shown has been incredible. It's always great to come back home, mm-hmm. especially when it's just open arms. The community's just beyond excited, and they're really being supportive and helping out during this transition. So it's an exciting time.
Now, do I have this correct? You're a Uvalde alum.
Yes.
Okay, so then you've got even more pressure you're putting on yourself, because like I go home and I check if my alma mater won. You're going to know on a Friday night because you were there.
Right. Yeah, I actually started my career there. The first 4 years I coached in Uvalde. Mm-hmm. I left a year to go be the defense coordinator at Carrizo, mm-hmm. and then now I come back to take over as the head coach. So it's an exciting time. Like I said, no one will put more expectations higher than myself. So I have a deep investment to make this place, great, and it means a lot to me. I'm highly invested in this place.
Oh, and those to me are the most fun stories. Is that these guys who come home and it's more than a job. This isn't just a job. If Uvalde loses on Friday night, like that's something you take personal.
Right. Right. Exactly.
That's a lot different. So I want to ask you about what you're inheriting. What has been your message to your kids? I don't know if have you been able to get them all in one room yet?
Most of them. We had a general meeting just introducing myself, mm-hmm. and like I said, most of these kids I've worked with, mm-hmm. They know expectations, and that's the main thing, just getting them to understand, our core values, our team rules, mm-hmm. and, that culture part of it where we're going to hold you accountable to things, and we want you to compete every day, every single moment. It's huge for us, and we care about you. Mm-hmm. We love you. Like I said, we bring in a whole new staff, for the most part that I've worked with and that have some kind of ties to Uvalde. So they're deeply invested in this as much as I am. And the main message is we love you guys. We just want to see you be successful and turn out to be fine young men.
Well, and the great thing I think about this particular job is something you know as well as anybody. This is not a rebuild. This is not, you're not taking over a team that's 0-10, that's down in the dumps, that's forgotten how to win. These are kids who do expect to win, and I imagine that's a great advantage for you here.
Oh, really? It really is. They went 7-3 last year, playoff, all that good stuff. So now it's just building onto that and saying, hey, let's take it to the next level. Mm-hmm. Let's get out of the first round. Let's, be the district champions. Yeah. Set our expectations high, and, don't fall underneath that. Let's really go out and get it.
You do have a special quarterback. Michael Mata is fun to watch. I think he's a name that is going to blow up this year. What can you tell us about your outstanding quarterback?
He's been working his tail off. He really has, 7-on-7 in the weight room, and the thing I like about him is he's a leader. Mm-hmm. He's not one of those guys that's going to pin it on someone. He's going to hold himself accountable. He's going to hold his teammates accountable, and he's really turned and developed into the leader we need, especially at the quarterback position, the style of offense we run. He's very exciting, though, and like I said, I love his leadership skills.
Now, I do want to ask you how often somebody will say, oh, Uvalde, they're the Coyotes, right? And you're a nice guy, so I imagine you don't immediately punch them.
Right.
But what is your reaction when somebody says, oh, Uvalde, I really enjoy watching Coyote football? Because it's definitely not Coyote.
Right.
I've made that mistake before.
Right. Yeah, that's always a toss-up, and I kind of just say, okay, well, we'll give them a little history lesson on Uvalde. I see it as an opportunity to say, we're the Coyotes, and this is why, and, but that's part of it. We're trying to promote our brand and, mm-hmm. Let them know who Uvalde is, the Uvalde Coyotes, and that's what we want. Yeah. We want people to know us, and we want to promote what we do and who we are.
You want it to be where they look like a real idiot for even thinking of that it's the Coyotes.
Exactly.
Because it's a different brand. You're
exactly right.
He's Coach RT Gonzales of the Uvalde Coyotes, and now he has to spin the wheel of questions. Some of them are smart, some of them are dumb. Here he goes, RT Gonzales. will be answering a question about, let's see, is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man. I'm going to have to go with no.
Okay.
You know, it's
It's
not
meat between bread.
exactly. It's just when I think cold turkey, you know, deli meat, you know, that kind of deal. I don't really think, you know, the hot dog.
Yeah, I think so too. I've been won over recently that this is obviously this is the question of our time.
Right.
And I think, you know, I used to think, okay, it's anything between bread has to be a sandwich, right? But somebody had a great point. They said, if you take the hot dog out of the bun, what is it? It's still a hot dog.
Right.
That to me is the real.
Yeah.
The real.
I'd never looked at it like that. That's excellent.
See, we're an educational show here on Texas Football Today. And RT Gonzalez, the new coach of the Uvalde Coyotes, just learned about hot dogs and sandwiches.
Only in coaching school.
Only.
And you get this right
Only
here.
coaching school. Coach, appreciate your time, my friend.
I appreciate
Best of luck.
it. Thank you.
Absolutely. This is Texas Football Today.